down the entire east coast of Taiwan. This view is so beautiful. I've been in Taiwan for about a week now, and I've been staying busy. I visited a bunch of neighborhoods around Taipei, did some ad hoc shopping, and I went to visit my uncle and my cousin so far. I'm really glad I'm able to spend such a long period of time back in Taiwan. My goals for the next month here is to, one, just find a routine and focus on creative projects like photography and videography, and take my time to explore Taiwan. Hopefully I can share my experience and my adventures through vlogs. A few days ago, I went on a spontaneous day trip outside of Taipei. My cousin called me in the morning and said he's on his way to pick up me and my dad to go to Bitoujiao, the northeastern tip of Taiwan. We drove 45 minutes outside of Taipei, and once we left the city, it became so beautiful. And today I'm here at the northern tip of Taiwan. I'm here with my cousin and my dad, and we're gonna hike up this big mountain behind us. This is right next to the water, and the coastal views are so pretty. Today we'll be doing a few hikes, and then maybe we'll go to Jiufen afterwards if we have time. Before we even got started, we filled up a noodle and a small squid. Our first stop was Nanzili. The hike to the peak was only about 900 meters, and it was a really well-maintained path with wooden and stone steps. I really love the view of the small village in the front against the ocean and the mountains in the back. And I feel like it's a very Taiwan-esque view because most of the country is surrounded by mountains, and there are a bunch of villages that just spring up in the middle of nowhere, and people just survive in the mountains. We went pretty high up, so the views of the ocean and of the cities below it is really pretty. It's a little hot though because Taiwan's very humid. Yeah! We made it to the tip, and the ocean is right below us. Those are the mountains right behind me. We started from closer down there. We took a pit stop at 7-Eleven to grab some drinks before we headed to Bitoujiao. This is actually the most northeastern tip of Taiwan. We took a pretty easy 1 kilometer loop around the cape. We started from the harbor and then looped around the tip. And along the entire hike, you can see the coastline zigzagging down, and you see the waves crashing against the rocks below us. It is the northeastern tip of Taiwan, and this view is so beautiful. You see down the entire east coast of Taiwan, and the trail is a pretty easy walk. We're now at a coffee shop in the middle of the mountain. I'm gonna grab some coffee, something to drink, and then continue on the trail. That's a coffee shop down there. Once we got to the tip, the trail went along the ridge lines from peak to peak, and it reminded me a lot of Hawaii. My friend Kyle even responded to my Instagram story asking if I was in Hawaii or in Taiwan. We took a break at one of the pagodas that overlooked the entire coastline, and this is where I probably saw my favorite view of Taiwan so far. The sun was just coming through the clouds, it was a little bit hazy, and you see endless layers and layers of mountains. I'm so glad and thankful that my cousin took me to Bitoujiao. I wasn't even expecting this when I woke up that morning. Taiwan has so many hidden gems, and my favorite part about Taiwan is just being able to find these and explore these every time I come back. When a lot of people think about Taiwan, they don't think about greeneries or the mountains. They just think about the cities of Taipei and a lot of mopeds, which is really true. But my favorite part about coming back to Taiwan is being able to explore some of the sceneries in the outskirts of the island. It's always something new, and the ocean and the mountains are never too far away from the cities. But anyway, after all the hikes, we went to Jiufen. We had dinner and we walked around for a little bit, and this is absolutely one of my favorite places in Taiwan. It's where Spirited Away was filmed, and it's really fun to just walk around the streets. I will have a whole video on Jiufen in the future, but for now, I'll give you a sneak peek.